Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're planning for the week of November 7th through the 11th in my teacher planner. And I'm cautiously going into this because I had an idea. I've been listening to another Stephen Covey book. Y'all know I love The 7 Habits. I recently listened to the newest one, which is Live Life in Crescendo. And then now I'm listening to The Third Alternative. And something came up in it that I was just like, ooh, wouldn't it be interesting if I planned my lessons based on this guideline? And it goes back to habit number 7, which is sharpen the saw and making sure you're doing everything for your mind, body, heart, and spirit, and all of that. So I thought, what if I try something different in my planning this week? So that's what we're gonna try. Long story short, that's what we're gonna try. So first thing is I'm going to, let's use a tinier box. I know I had some from, I guess I could use one of these. I didn't think about that. I'll use one of these apple ones because I'm actually gonna put like the week of in here because I'm going to cover up all of these guys. And I've got some apples, so let's do those. Use those up. I've got 3 of them, so let's do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with that. And we'll just use some of these darker browns from Woodland Hues. So Tuesday and Thursday. And then across the top, I'm going to put my grade levels. So let's use, what have I got left over? I mean, I could cut these out to use as boxes. I am hungry today, friends. My stomach is growling. Let's see. We've got you and you. Maybe we stick with the apple thing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got a 10 here. So we have one like that though, so I think well, because we used it there. Maybe we lift that up and put him. We do that. So I have 2 of these, so we'll put 1 here. And 1 here. So you guys get to go on an adventure with me on this one because I just want to see if it changes like how I view my lesson planning. Part of this also has to do with curriculum planning. As a teacher, I feel confident in what I teach, but when I have to lay it out in like a curriculum plan, I feel like I don't know how to do that. And that could just be a confidence thing, but I just feel like I don't really know how to lay it out in that type of format. I don't know. Are you gonna work? Let's see. Looks like it. We'll use my brown pen. So at the top we're gonna do, it's gonna be really easy. Kindergarten. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not really easy. Maybe you don't want to play nice. I should probably get rid of that one. Let's see, do I have anything for letters and numbers? I do. I have this book from the Habit Planner. Let's see what we could do. Maybe gold. Probably the gold. It's very fall-like. Let's use. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, and then choir would be at the end. Did you get a bubble in you? You did. I'll make you work. So I'm hoping maybe looking at it through this lens, I might be able to I don't know, might be able to get some things a little more together. So like I said, adventure. I know you work, so we'll use you. So, mind. I'm going to leave this blank for right now. I think I know what I'm on right there, but in case I'm... So I feel like for the mind, this is things like music literacy, body is folk dancing, beat keeping, heart and spirit sometimes go together. One of the people that I've learned from when it comes to teaching music says that, you know, you cannot call yourself a performing art if you are not doing the art part. Like if you're just being tuneful and beatful, you're forgetting the art part. And that's why I say these guys kind of go together, but I'm going to write down games and just joy. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with kindergarten. And now I will say kindergarten, first grade, we don't do music literacy in the traditional sense because yes, can they learn like that, you know, they see a note, it's a quarter note, it says ta. We use do's and do days. Yes, but I want them to be tuneful, beatful, and artful before we start doing those kind of things because I don't want them to be musical robots. So, but for them, some things are like asking them the questions. I always think that arioso is part of the mind part because this is improvisation. So for arioso, we've got Mr. Moo. He's my cow puppet that they all talk to. They all love Mr. Moo. And then I think with first grade, we need to start kind of, we'll probably do Mr. Moo this week too, only because I don't have a ton of time to devote to arioso in the first grade classes with them getting ready for concerts. Okay, so maybe that's the other part of the mind part is concert. knowledge. Like, we're going to keep going through that part. Performance standards. So I'm going to leave a spot here for kindergarten for what my finger plays are 5 Little Ladies, and 2 Little Blackbirds. First grade, again, they're not doing as much on that part of things, but I do need to include movement for them. So we'll probably play the dot game. I know games are down here, but some of these are going to double up. Dot game and secret code. So I teach my kids that I have a secret code for concerts, that they just magically stand up when it's time for them to sing. And it's when my hands go from here to here, and then they know what to do. So since they've only had one other concert before, I like to keep practicing the secret code. And bowing, which is always important. We say a sentence that goes, "Did I tie my shoes today?" "Yes, I tied my shoes today." And they all ask me, "Well, what if I didn't tie my shoes?" Or what if my shoes don't tie? I go, that's not what the sentence is for. We go down in the bow when we say the word did I tie my shoes today? And you look at your shoes. When we say yes, we come right back up. Yes, I tied my shoes today. It's how we all bow at the same time. Isn't that funny? All right, emotional connection. With first grade, it's going to be working on Red Sled and Penguin Polka. Games, Farmer in the Dell. We got to add London Bridge because I was teaching a folk dance to my second graders, and we had to do something with going under a bridge that, you know, you get to put your hands up and make bridge to go under. And one class really struggled, and so I stepped back and I sang London Bridge, and they kind of looked at me, half of them looked at me like they didn't know what I was leading them to. And so I asked, how many of you played London Bridge? And about half of them had never played it. So I need to make sure that in kindergarten, I'm setting them up for success for when we start doing folk dances in the upper grades. Once they're beatful, so we're here, they can do folk dancing and things like that. The emotional connection, we need to do a Move It. Oh, I know what this is going to be like a miscellaneous. Move It. This one's going to be Hungarian dances. That's their movement. Because they're doing that one at the concert. And then Games Enjoy. Like I said, right, C above. So those are those things. Miscellaneous. I do need to get to Footprints in the Snow. They're pretty good on, but we got to keep reviewing the hockey game. Maybe I'll write story song down here, just so I remember what story song I'm doing. So this is hockey game. If you search this, it's by Stompin' Tom, and you hear it at the beginning. If you go to a hockey game, like in NHL, you'll hear it at the beginning of the hockey. At the beginning of a hockey game. Funny enough. Their story song. We've been doing Kitty Alone, and they are struggling with the fact that it's a nonsense song that's a lullaby. So we need a little more time with that one. All right, second grade. We are in CS Unit 1, and we're definitely in step 6 and 7. Piece by piece, we're working on this. So this is conversational solfege, and what that means is learning notation like you're learning a foreign language. Because if you think about it, if you took a foreign language in high school or with some of these apps, you do a lot of listening first and repeating, and then you see it. So it's the ear before eye type training. Folk dance, we're working on Alabama Gal. Now there's other stuff in my lessons, but I'm just trying to see, if I think about it, am I meeting these children's needs of mind, body, heart, and spirit? I can, and if there's ones that I'm struggling with, as you've seen, I can be like, oh, we need something more here as I'm doing curriculum planning. Heart, move it. This one is going to be Copeland because we're celebrating his birthday this week. Games and joy, so Alabama Gal falls into that. Man, we are working on our simple songs, singing together, and starting to do canons. So our new one is I Have a Dog. I have a dog and his name is Rover. He is the one that I love the best. And eventually we will do instruments with that. I have to double check what story song I'm on with this one. Oh, here our echo song is also kind of a spirited. It's I Met a Bear. The other day I met a bear out in the woods. Oh, way out there. Because I have a Halloween version of that we did that first, and now they're like, oh, yes, and same melody, different words. I had to look at what story song is on the docket for this week. Okay, third grade is also a concert group. So we're not doing as much with music literacy right now, but we can talk performance standards this week. Maybe use some vocabulary. We're going to do that for fifth grade too. Really choir as well. This is a legit plan with me, friends. Not only am I decorating, but I'm also showing you how I plan. All right, fourth grade, we have been rocking dynamics. They've done really well with those. So we're gonna move on to really focusing on, they're on CS Unit 2. And I actually went backwards because they should have really finished Unit 2 in third grade. With all of the rule changes the last 2 years, we're kind of catching up. So I wanted to make sure we were really solid in Unit 2. So we're really on step 9 and 10. And that is do, dotty, and do, or 3/8 notes and dotted quarter. They're writing it now, and we're playing a game called Here Comes the Judge. So that's going to come down here. They love Here Comes the Judge. And if you're a teacher out there and you teach spelling, not music, that's actually where I got this game from. My sister teaches second grade, and she uses Here Comes the Judge as a spelling game. And what you do is you say the word, and 3 people go up to the board, and they have to spell the word. And then they go sit back down, and then there's another kid who's out in the hallway, and they are the judge. And so you say 3, 2, 1, here comes the judge. And they come and say either which one is spelled correctly or which one looks the nicest if they're all spelled correctly. So I will say rhythm patterns, and they have to write it on their dry erase boards, and then I randomly pick 3 kids to bring their boards up for the judge to judge. It's always a good time. You put the judge in the hallway so they're not just picking their friends. You know what I mean? All right, folk dancing. We need to do Pig in the Parlor. We haven't done that yet. Heart, we need to start doing, I do have some Thanksgiving songs. I have Oh, they need to do Copeland as well. Oh, they won't have time. Take that off. We got too much to do. Body, I'm actually going to put on 5th grade Pad-a-Pan, which is a body percussion. It's the Carol Pad-a-Pan. Look it up. But there's a new version that I got from a music magazine that uses body percussion. So we're working on that for the concert. This one we need to work on Winter Walk, because I know that the finale, this is the beginning. And this is a tricky one. Where does recorder go? Because it's like a mind-body connection, really, recorder. I think I'm just going to put it here. Here, Sasha is the folk dance we're doing for the concert, so we're going to keep working on that. Heart, we need to work on, this one is hockey game as well. So my 1st graders and 3rd graders do the concert together. 5th grade does it on their own. K, 2, and 4 don't do a concert till spring. So this is why this gets really important of knowing what's going on. Heart for 3rd grade is working on Dancing Snow Dog. I think this one's gonna, like, they're pretty solid on that. They're also really solid on their other song, which is Old Man Winter. Ooh, that's the other thing I gotta do today is assign speaking parts. So that's good. Spirit, I'm gonna go see above, because that's really here. And right now they're not doing a story song. I have to figure out where we're at story song wise with these two. And then choir will play Heads Down. Oh, how about you write it all out, Holly? Okay, heads down, heads up. The other game we'll play that I like to do, we're going to do a walk and sing. It's to be solid on the part you sing. We do very limited 2-part singing in my choir because they're just starting out. But I want them to be able to, basically, you walk around the room while you sing the song, and can you hold your part while you do that? It's always interesting to see. And then the art part, room at my table, we are working on, that's one of the songs they're singing. We're working on, can you tell the story with your face, not just with your words? So there you go. Well, welcome to a legit plan with me, my friends. I hope you found this enlightening. Tell me if you are, well, whether you're a teacher or not, tell me what you think of this planning style. Do you think it's helpful? I'm going to see if it's helpful for me. What does it bring to mind for you? Is there anything that, as you're looking at this, you'd say, oh, in my curriculum, body would be this or spirit would be that. That'd be cool to hear. Other than that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.